We knew that we had a lot of technology, equipment and resources, but we weren't always using them well. But also wanted to look at more mainstream technology and high street technology and how that could be used to support students, not only for communication but learning, leisure, social and independence skills. And so when the DART 2 project was advertised, we were very interested and took the opportunity to apply. Because we'd done our 3-year plan and we had the backing of the trust financially to fund the role of an assistive technologist and a substantial commitment to resources, we had done some research on job descriptions, but as soon as we were successful in applying in our application for the DART project, we put that process on hold. So the first collaborative work that we undertook was around recruitment. So we were advised and supported to refine the job description, person spec, the interview process. But we were clear that we wanted, although that was wonderful help and it meant that we were able to do a very high quality, good recruitment process to get the right people, we wanted to reserve most of the days for the newly appointed assistive technologists. As soon as we had the people in the role, it was wonderful to be able to start organising that support with Henshaw's College, and Mike Trussell there was fantastic. So he offered them a work shadowing week, so they went over and they saw how a college had got that already established. He's been on phone support throughout the project, and that meant that any queries and any little glitches that our assistive technologists were finding, they had advice from not only Mike but the wider network as well. They've really found that valuable. Just before we were their first working day, they were able to join the first of the training sessions, and I think the focus of that in February was around assessment, which was very relevant to some of the areas that we wanted to address in the college. And they've been to subsequent training where that's around the role of assistive technology and how it works in different environments, and the sort of more strategic development training session as well. So they found the whole package invaluable in helping them get started. So getting staff confidence up so that they were trust technology to work reliably has been a boon, and that's been brought about by Matt and Parissa being on the spot, available to go in and do some quick problem solving at the start of a session or part way through or so. We had people with wonderful skills here, and sometimes what I've noticed over this year is the general support for the use of technology has meant that they've just taken off and developing things on their own that are really successfully being applied in the college. And that includes our OT and teaching staff, and we've got a switch progression programme that's been developed. Now, those ideas and that expertise were there, but with the support of the ATs to help all staff get involved and feel comfortable in the use of technology, it means that those projects are just succeeding, and that they're not reliant on one or two individuals, that there's that general knowledge that's been grown. I think for me, I've loved hearing about the solutions that we're finding for some young people, and we've got some fabulous new use of technology. And I think I'd like to highlight there's a young man who's now using an iPad mini. I think there's another example of him using his iPad mini to indicate because he was uncomfortable with other people's bad behaviour on the bus. Now previously he would have struggled to communicate that even through sign, but he opened the page and said, boys are silly, I want to go downstairs, and so like manage that whole situation where he would have been very stressed previously. So I have to tell you another one because we've got a young man who's getting ready to leave in the next couple of weeks, and he is a talented artist. He makes 3D sculptures, and Matt and Parissa and a transition coordinator and our job coach and tutors work together to help him learn how to take time-lapse photography, record of his him creating sculptures, and helped him devise or set up a website so he can put his work on there. And with the idea that, well, his progression from college is to be a self-employed community artist, and sort of, so we've had technologists doing the technology thing and helping them set up and learn those skills so we can now do that process independently.
Fantastic.
And then transition coordinator and job coach, negotiating with a project in his local area, so he's actually being taken on as an artist in residence. We couldn't hope for more.